Hello and welcome to the Long Island Weather Report. It is January 28th, 2025, 9:30, and another kind of day that was kind of on the mild side. It wasn't that cold today. Still not that cold tonight, actually. And that front just kind of fell apart by the time it got here. But we did have a lot of wind today, so I want to actually go over to this here. We did actually have kind of needed a wind advisory today because some of these wind gusts. We had a lot of gusts into the 40s in Connecticut. And in Nassau County, Bayville gusted to 56 miles an hour. And Fair Harbor and Fire Island gusted to 57. Eaton's Neck gusted to 55. Even Islip Airport had a wind gust to 51. Farmingdale had a wind gust to 49. White Plains gusted to 52. And Manhattan downtown had a gust to 51. So, yeah, it was quite breezy. And all these gusts happened around, most of them happened around noon when that front came through. So, but that front was really barely a front at all. It's 28 degrees at Islip right now. The winds have already become east-southeast, so you can see how what a change today. What a variable day. I'm going to just go over Islip's weather today because let's start this morning. So you can see it was a mild night. Temperatures stayed above freezing all night, and the clouds came in. I guess, we had some clouds come in. You can see the west-southwest winds, but then let's see if we can find when this front came through. When that gust, you can see the winds really picking up here around noon. Gust to 38, gust to 50. Actually, 30. This is a sustained wind here. At 40 degrees was the temperature, but west-northwest wind 38, gusting to 51. That is definitely needed a wind advisory today. So definitely needed a wind advisory. But it's amazing how fast things have calmed down tonight, considering. And West Hampton, because of that, is down to 19. Getting some radiational cooling over there. So let's go over our highs. And the lows are probably going to be the current temperatures. So I'm not even going to bother with that. But highs, yeah, we still managed to get into the mid-40s today. Very mild. Let's see how it got into New Jersey here. 46, Toms River. And not really a big difference between there and Islip. Islip got up to 43. So pretty mild day, above normal. You can see the gale warning that's going to be in effect through tomorrow because we're going to have more wind tomorrow. And the lows, probably the current temperatures that we've got. Yeah, pretty much. So let's look at our statistics at Islip right now. High of 43 and a low of 36. The low of 36 was 12 degrees above normal. And that puts us at 9 degrees above normal for the day. So 9 degrees above normal for the day. Quite a bit above average. So let's go. And at some point during this video, I may have to close the window because if they put the laundry, it's hot in here. I got to have the windows open and the fans on. I walked in here. I was ready to pass out. So hot in this place. And that was with the windows open, but I didn't have them wide open. See, I should have had them wide open. So let's go. I want to look at how far this month has gone. Let's see if we can get to the climatological data here for the month. And we go to the preliminary monthly data. We're going to look at Islip. I just want to see what our temperature anomaly is so far. So we're running about 2.5 degrees below normal. So hardly earth-shattering. And that's probably going to rise now because of all these warmer days we're going to have for the rest of this month. So nothing really earth-shattering as far as the cold is gone. Yeah, it's colder than normal. And it's colder than normal January, one we haven't had in a while. But it's still nothing really earth-shattering. So looking at the satellite, yeah, clouds around. No surprise there. And if we look at the whole country, you can see this system here. I think this is going to be our Friday system. But we still have this little trough that's coming down. So if we look at the weather map, you'll see here's our next clipper for tomorrow, though I think the bulk of the precipitation is going to go by to the north. All right, you can see that high in that weak cold front that we had. It was stronger. And again, if you're further north, like in Maine, that's where you got the cold air. And you can see they're only in the teens there. And they got some winter weather advisories and even some winter storm warnings because this next storm system is going to bringing them snow. But we're not going to see any of that here. So let's go to the models now, and we will look at the models, and this will cover the weather for the next couple of days here. mainly tomorrow and Thursday. There's that clipper that passes by. Most of that precipitation stays to the north, but you'll notice the isobar is getting bunched up. That means we're going to be dealing with wind. And then Thursday, there's a quick shot of cold air, and then that moves away, and then we'll be dealing with this rain system for Friday. That is looking more and more like a wet Friday, unfortunately, or fortunately, no matter how you look at it. But that's what it's looking like. And we'll have more details on that, I think, as we get into tomorrow's weather update. Let's our weather report, whatever you want to call it. But let's look at the HRRR run. So you'll see most of that bulk of that precipitation stays to the north. And maybe a stray sprinkle or shower when the front moves through in the afternoon. But other than that, Thursday is going to feature sunshine, but the cold air rapidly moves away. Let's look at a couple of soundings. Now, I know tomorrow we'll probably have a decent amount of clouds around, but let's see if we can get a sounding for Thursday and see how Thursday looks. These lines are a little close together here. That's over Long Island. This is 16 Z. This is 11 a.m. Let's see if it's any better over New Jersey. Yeah, they're kind of close together, so I'll have to watch and see if we actually manage to have a clear day on Thursday. I hope so, because those lines are kind of close. Let's look out east. Let's see what we got over here. Yeah, not quite touching, though, so we'll have to see. We'll have a better idea tomorrow, I think. But either way, let's go look at our dew points and wind flow. So we can see the winds have become southwest to south. Yeah, we have a southwest wind, and then it becomes a very strong west-southwest wind tomorrow. And then here comes that front. You'll notice the dew points drop, and the wind shift to the northwest. In the late afternoon and the evening hours, dew points drop. But you can see this shot of cold air, mainly going over New England. It's a glancing blow. And Long Island gets a little piece of it, and then that's it. It's gone. And then we have, and then by Thursday night, we already have a southwest wind already, bringing in warmer air. So our temperatures tonight probably not going to drop that much, probably, especially with the cloud cover coming in. So figure we're probably going to have lows around freezing. But again, the Pine Barrens have already dropped well below that, so they could see teens. But for tomorrow, it's going to be a mild day. Mid-40s across the area, maybe even 50 in New Jersey. Before the cold air comes rushing in at night, and that's when the temperatures drop below freezing. By 8 o'clock, it's going to be getting much, much, much colder. Much colder. And you can see the temperatures dropping into the 20s probably by 9 o'clock at night or so. And then by morning, Thursday morning, it's going to be in the teens, perhaps probably around 20 across Long Island. And the further south and west you go, the temperatures rise because, again, this cold air is mainly going over New England. This was supposed to be a really good shot of cold air. Like 5 days ago, it was looking like we were going to get a couple of days. Now it's just a glancing blow. Very disappointing. And then for Thursday, you could see the temperatures, it's not going to be all that cold. We're going to see temperatures rise throughout the day. We're going to be going above freezing. And look at that. It's probably going to still be 40 in New Jersey. So not all that cold. Really, real glancing blow. If you really want to get a really good shot, go to New England because that's where it's going to be. But it's still only going to be like one day. All right. So very, very disappointing, I might add. So this is what the HRRR has. I don't think any of the other models are going to be any different. We'll look at the GFS here. It's going to be the same deal. Temperatures, they drop, and then, they start rising again. If you really want it colder, you'll have to be over Long Island because Jersey can still hit 40 on Thursday, which is not even that much below normal. So that really sucks. So let's look at the skies. And you'll see here that, a lot of clouds around for tomorrow. But Thursday, we should be able to have a mostly sunny day, hopefully. It should be hopefully mostly sunny anyway, but we're going to have to watch. Again, it's showing some of this lake effect stuff that might form some stratocumulus. See how close those lines are together. That is not a good separation. Looks not great. Not great. So let's go to the RGEM. That's our higher resolution cloud model. So you can see for tomorrow it has a lot of clouds, but then the clouds kind of break up toward the evening. We still have some of that stratocumulus around across Long Island, but then as far as Thursday goes, it looks like it should be mostly sunny. That advancing cirrus should wait until like 5 o'clock or so, but it will be rolling in. And then here come a whole lot of clouds, and of course all the rain for Friday, which we do need. This may be the driest January on record, but we'll have to see this. looks like a decent amount of rain. It might not. It might save us from having the driest January on record. Let's just look at the NAM cloud model for Thursday. So it looks pretty decent. But let's go to shift this over to precipitation, and then we're going to talk about the wind. So again, most of that precipitation stays to the north, and just a mostly cloudy. Maybe there may be some sun around tomorrow. But probably mid-level and low-level clouds, not as much high-level. You can see the lake effect that will be going, but look at how quick it shuts off as the cold air advection shuts off. So it's really just a real glancing blow. Really disappointing. Originally Thursday was looking like it was going to be, like a week ago, it was looking like it was going to be a bitterly cold day, and we weren't going to even be able to make it out of much above 20, and now look at it. What a joke. So let's go to the event to sky, and we'll look at the winds for tomorrow. Now, the winds right now, not too bad, but again, you saw those tight isobars, so those winds are going to pick up. Morning, not so bad. 8 o'clock, it starts picking up. Still not terrible. Once we go to noon, this is when we start seeing the gusts over 38. We're going to need a wind advisory tomorrow. For sure, we're going to need a wind advisory. I don't know why none of the weather services have put up a wind advisory. We're definitely going to need one. Mount Holly's going to need one. Long Island's going to need one because it's only going to get worse as we get toward 3 o'clock. Look at the winds now, gusting close to 50. So, yeah, we're going to need a wind advisory for tomorrow for sure. I don't know why they have not issued one. The winds are still going at 5 o'clock, and it's going to start feeling colder as those temperatures drop. And then by 9 o'clock, we're still seeing some wind gusts over 40 miles an hour. So it's going to be a windy night tomorrow night. All right? But Thursday, the winds won't be as bad. So Thursday, we're already, look at this, 8 a.m., we're already seeing a southwesterly flow over New Jersey and a westerly flow over Long Island. Noon, here we are, 25 mile an hour wind gusts, westerly flow. But nothing crazy on Thursday. It's going to be Wednesday. It's going to be tomorrow that we're going to be dealing with some of these really strong wind gusts here. I think definitely the wind tomorrow will be worse than what we saw today. So that's the main issue we're going to have for tomorrow. Precipitation, I don't think we'll see much. But wind, yeah, we're going to be seeing that. So prepare for that. That's going to wrap up this Long Island weather report. Have a good night.